For someone on YouTube that was known for changing people's lives and making people happy with his quote unquote good content, I think it's obvious to me that Dhar Mann is not the man who he says he is. But I think when it comes to the evidence of his employees, his former actors exposing his behind left and right because he refused to pay his employees because dumb reasons. And yeah, for those of you who don't know what's going on with Dhar Mann, he is one of the content creators who has over 15 point something million subscribers. And he's pretty big on YouTube. The problem is, he's not the man who he says he is because thousands upon thousands of his employees and actors were protesting in his studio in LA. That pretty much tells me everything you need to know about these influencers and content creators and the industry as well. So we're going to dive into this article because I'm dying to know what this story is about. Thanks to the quality and volume of the content he puts out, Dhar Mann has found substantial success as an entrepreneur and YouTuber. Although many of Dhar's videos are designed to teach people valuable moral lessons, some of his employees are now calling him out for failing to adhere to those same principles when it comes to treating the people who work for him and actors in particular fairly. So what happened to some of Dhar Mann's actors? We've done some digging. Keep reading for all details about Dhar Mann and his actors. And like I said in the beginning of the video, we all know what really happened to him and his employees. He treated them like trash and he refused to pay them. And I think that's what's been going on with people over Starbucks because of terrible working conditions. Crazy. Dhar is an internationally successful YouTuber and entrepreneur who puts 4 short films on his channel every week dedicated to tackling thought-provoking moral issues. He owns and manages a video production company known as Dhar Mann Studios and was born to immigrant parents who own a taxi cab service that operates in Oakland, California. So that explains why he's been acting kind of weird behind the scenes, because he comes from a wealthy family in terms of both of his parents owning a taxing company in his YouTube career. No wonder. Although he may be best known for his YouTube channel now, Dhar has a pretty successful career even before he started his production company. He first worked at a real estate and then eventually expanded into luxury car rentals and even a cannabis business before his studio was founded. Now he has amassed a subscriber base on YouTube that's well over 15 million and become one of the most successful content creators on the platform. So before he became a content creator, he was pretty much a real estate, switched over to luxury rentals. So he was pretty much an entrepreneur before he became a content creator. Basically, that's what this article was telling us. But that does not excuse him for treating his employees like trash because they don't want to work for him. For so many years, he has hired so many actors. Sometimes in Hollywood, when you're a part of the industry, they're not going to treat you fairly, as I mentioned in my Sierra's video. Yeah, this is one of those problems people are dealing with right now. In a video on his Instagram page, actor Charles Laughlin explains that there are many reasons why he and his fellow actors have decided to protest ultimately. Well, ultimately, though, the biggest reason for the protest is that they asked for a meeting with Dhar and were told that they wouldn't get one. Colin Borden, who works as an actor, writer, and director with Dhar Mann Studios, posted an even longer explainer on his TikTok that offered additional context. Yeah, right. Only reason why they're protesting him is because they want a better pay and they want a better wage. And when it comes to Dhar, he ain't give you one. He ain't gonna give you no money. He ain't gonna give you no money that you ask for. And it's obvious to me that people like him are the reason why these actors don't want to act in the studios anymore, because of how he treats his employees. And that's something you just cannot do. And that is the biggest red flag in the history of industries. So Colin explained that he and all of the other actors who worked with the studio are hired as contract players and only brought in irregularly to star in the short films. As a result, none of them have a regular income or can afford things like rent. Colin added that even as the studio grew and got more successful, the actors never saw any of the additional success. Instead, they were constantly reminded that if they spoke up about their poor working conditions, they would be fired. As a result, they decided to band together and protest the studio and what they believed to be an unfair treatment of actors within. That's crazy, bro. That's really, really insane, because you go treat your employees like that because if they spoke out against your horrible payments, you go to fire them because they're going to expose the truth. That tells me everything I need to know about people like him. Like, this is beyond disrespectful coming from a person who's supposed to be a positive influence in the YouTube community. Turns out to be a biggest hypocrite of them all. Talk about hypocrisy. So if y'all want the article, I will post it in the description. I just want to give you my 2 cents. And this is by far the most disgusting thing I've ever heard from any Dhar Mann situation. Like, you hired these actors to be contract players, but you want to hire them as actors, those who are very talented in the acting game. And then all of a sudden, you treat them like trash. And some of them that defend the Dhar Mann are either in denial or just being delusional. And sometimes when you're an actor, you have to understand what you signed up for. Because once you sign a contract, don't expect things to be positive or different, because you're going to see some pretty shady and disgusting things behind the scenes in the industry. Whether it's in acting, music, or even adult stuff. You know where I'm going with this. Understand that whatever they put you in, or whatever role they put you in, you either do the job or you're going to end up quitting. So it's best for you to not do the industries. If you know certain things are wrong in Hollywood, don't do it. Even in YouTube, when it comes to Dhar Mann Studios. Now, he's pretty much giving people reasons to not like him and his videos, because most of his videos do come off as cringe when it comes to bad acting. I think that's probably coming from him sometime. I don't know, man, but it's just sometimes I can't take someone like that seriously, because it's hard for me to look at Dhar Mann's videos knowing that all the stuff that he's doing behind the scenes. Like, sometimes your biggest influencers can become the biggest hypocrites in Hollywood. And that's saying something. Like I said, original video, no. Original article will be down below. And I got to get some sleep. Love y'all. Take care.